Hello, boys and girls. We're in the woods again today, and I am going to talk to you about figurative language. Figurative language are words that describe, that talk about, that bring your story to life on the page. And the reason that we're here today is because this is a perfect spot to talk about figurative language. I'm at a pond right now, and you can see that the pond has green moss over it. It is very still. So if I were writing a story about this pond, instead of saying the brown pond didn't move, I could say instead, the still pond stayed still for hours with the green moss growing steadily on top. Those words make that sentence come to life and form an image in the reader's head. That figurative language is using description of something with lots and lots of adjectives. Adjectives are words that describe. The next thing I want to show you for figurative language is below. We have water running off into a creek. If I were writing about this, instead of saying water ran off into the creek, what else could I say? Take a minute and think about that. During that time you were thinking, I hope you were hearing something. I hope that you were hearing the water flow from the pond into the creek, making the swishing sound. Another example of figurative language are sound words called onomatopoeia. And I will put a link below to share more about what onomatopoeia is. Oh, look at that. Neat. Onomatopoeia are words that describe. So instead of saying the water overflowed into the creek, you could say the swishing and rustling sound of the water pouring gently over the rocks sounded like a lullaby from Mother Nature. Which leads me to the next form of figurative language, which are similes and metaphors. I'm going to gently turn around and we are going to talk about similes and metaphors. Here I go. Jones agrees that figurative language is important when writing. So here's the next scene. This is a babbling brook, and this brook or creek or stream, whatever you call it, is gently flowing downriver. You could say something like, the river flowed like an easy, I don't know, let me think again. The river flowed easily like a gentle wave over the rocks and down the stream. I used a simile in that sentence because I used the word like or as, and I compared the stream to a wave. I could also, let's do another one. The water was like a soft brown, I don't know, let's think. The water was like a soft brown kitten just learning how to walk over the rocks in the stream. That again is a simile because I'm using the river or the water and comparing it to a kitten. Not the best comparison, but a comparison nonetheless. I'm going to give you a minute to think. I want you to think of something about the river that you could compare it to. I just thought of another one. The gentle rhythm of the water flowing down the river was like 1,000 tiny drums beating in unison. That is a simile. So to wrap up, boys and girls, figurative language helps us when we write. In your next writing, I would like you to use figurative language. The 3 types of figurative language we talked about were descriptions using adjectives, onomatopoeia using sound words, and similes using comparisons with the words like or as. I hope this helps you, boys and girls, and I hope that you use this figurative language technique in your next writing. Have a great day.